Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. We've got quite a bit of content to actually to talk about. They dropped a lot of new features, UI, there was an update, the new banner itself with the actual downloadable 11 million download medals was a nice addition to the actual banner, and there's going to be 3 or 4 more banners coming out. I want to talk about all this because there is kind of like key things here. Let me double check the 11 million celebration because there should be a campaign. No, not this one. They talk about it over here. So these medals right here, there's going to be currently this stamp card right now that's happening, which is Sephiroth's. There's going to be another poll, and another poll. And to take into thing here, the one page gives you 120 medals. So if you pull for Sephiroth's costume right now, you get 120 of these download medals, plus 80 from the celebration panel, which means you can actually choose, if you pull for any of these banners, an old costume that have been buffed. But here you can see on June 11th, there's 240 medals, which means that there's probably going to be 2 characters, costume and weapon on one banner. So we're going to have 1, 2, 4, 5 costumes in total happening between May 28th today to June 18th. So you can collect a whole total of 680 of these medals, and they're pretty important because I wouldn't say important, but they're really nice addition to the actual featured banners. Because one, you get to choose one of these costumes, which all these costumes at first, our ability did get boosted +5. So Red 13 has 15 healing, Barrett has 15 HP, 10 HP for Zack, or sorry, 15 HP for Zack, and then these two got 5 physical and magic attack, making them a little bit stronger on that aspect to not worry about that R ability. So if you think about it, most weapons come with 46. So if you're using Edgewing's costume with Edgewing sword, you equip this, you get 10 points, and now you're at max, right? 10 plus the 46, 56, you have your level 7 unlocked. So he doesn't have to worry about grabbing another magic weapon. Now he can just load on those attack all weapons, survivability weapons. So the increase to both Edgewings and Murasami Battle Garb does make it very viable. 35% Arcanum. It's only 15% difference, which is a lot, but compared to the new costumes that are coming out, just no survivability on them. They're just pure DPSs. So good pickups all around. I think Barrett most important, then Red 13, and then if you want some more DPS because you're an newer player and you don't have this. Zack, I don't really use Zack too much, but a buff debuff extension with boost HP if you're using it for support, it can come in handy. The key here is weapon parts. Weapon parts are forever power until they introduce something else. All the limited weapons, all the crossovers, all the collaborations, any banner that comes out with something broken, anniversary, right? Weapon parts are the key. The most powerful thing in the game is blue crystals and red crystals, and then it's weapon parts. If you can stockpile weapon parts, do it. The fact that they have these here, I will go for the weapon parts. Unless there's an amazing costume. Costume has huge value too. You can be like, oh, that's a forever costume. Technically, Electro Armor is one of those. You can use it for any kind of Barrett setup, but weapon parts, man. I'm so glad these are here. So that really cool notice saying, hey, 680 of those. You can stockpile 50 each character at the moment. I think almost all of them you can unlock if you pull for all banners, but it's a lot of blue crystals. Just me getting Tifa, Aerith, and Vincent. Tifa and Aerith being like the best choice because they have so many good limited weapons. They're just favorites, and then Vincent being my favorite character. That's my priority when I buy those 3 out of that shop. So that happened, 11 million down in celebration. There's other campaigns going on for it. We have 14 days of free draws. Character experience up, right? Gain more experience. You're gonna get login bonuses, Mako gems for Matt's ultimate weapon, right? Tons of rewards. There's a whole campaign mission here that you're gonna get 80 of these out of this, plus all these resources, draw tickets, mithril ore. You can't go wrong with free stuff, right? So really good campaign. The login, you're going to see right here, login bonus. Computer's acting a little funny, but here you go. Login bonus of 700 crystals, 300. So total of 1,500, high win, gotcha, and that Mako, right? So really good campaigns to see constantly, just to have all those freebies. Talking about the new stuff, Matt's ultimate weapon came out. I talked about this in the Polar Skip video, but it's good to talk about it as we go through multiple videos. So this is a really good healer weapon. It's got 40% healing all allies, 2 uses. You have haste to the entire party, so now besides K-Sith, Matt's your other character that can apply haste on the party from their ultimate, and it also amplifies healing abilities on himself by 50%, making all his weapons most likely to max heal the party. Really, really good. And then ATB boost +2 when the battle begins. A lot of quests, a lot of dungeon rankings where you have to min-max things, or quests like Ifrit EX2 to unlock him. You have to have that ATB boost in the beginning to get rid of those sigils and apply everything else you have to apply, because it's a huge DPS race, while also trying to survive. That ATB boost is actually really good, but it becomes a dead R ability as the game obviously goes from turn 1 after your initial setup. So it is really good, but it's not necessary in every single fight. So overall, I think it's a fantastic ultimate weapon. If you're a Matt healer, that puts him up there. He just needs a couple more weapons to make him as strong as Aerith, but definitely a usable healer with that ultimate weapon. So that's a new thing that came out for him. Quest-wise, we got ourselves a new quest and a new escalation challenge. I haven't tried it myself, but escalation challenge goes along with the escalation medals. So the idea here is what we're seeing is that if you want to pull for this exclamation medal shop, get enough to unlock all 5 of these, and then grab some of these, and then the shop's going to reset on 7:30. It just reset now because I already bought this 5 out of 5, and now I bought it 5 out of 5 again. So you're basically getting enough escalation medals to purchase these 2 things for free draws. I wouldn't really bother with these. Right? These are just RNG. They're not guaranteed, where at least the premium tickets can go towards your 12 stamps to get a costume and the guaranteed weapons of the limited banners. So these have a lot of value. These are just too much RNG to deal with how hard escalation medals are to collect. But that's the idea. On 7:30, right? We're currently in May. So on July 30th, this is going to get reset. That's what they mean by update. The update just happened. It just reset it. So grab them. Grab as much as you can. I'm probably going to grab more of these premium. Actually, no. I won't grab more of the premium tickets because I saved from the last one, unlocked that, bought one of these, and I'm back to 60. So we're getting 1 escalation per month. So definitely be like, oh, how much can I complete? Because maybe you can't complete all of it every single time. And you're like, oh, I get this much as long as I do 15. Be careful. So I would recommend getting the 5 out of 5 because you get 2 for the same price of 1. But yeah, I got to do this one here. This is the new quest. I'm going to talk about this once I have more understanding of what's going on. For now, that one is in the dark. As for the current event one, this one's very easy. Auto battle the entire thing. Don't forget there's a new daily quest. Make sure to do that as well. Plus you have special enhancement quests here, which allows you to farm if you need any of this. It's not a bad way, definitely for newer players. And then if you do need some synthesis, good place to also farm it here as well, from what I hear. You can see the reward drops. Initial reward, 30 blue crystals, nothing crazy, but all the stuff you need, including mithril ore, is in the actual farming itself. So really good way to just pick up that kind of stuff. Overall, it's very straightforward, nothing crazy. I haven't done the escalation, but all this was auto-battled with, I think, nothing really crazy in mind. Later on, when it gets harder, we'll talk about it. But right now, as long as you got fire and ice, and not even that, you're okay to go. Lots of rewards, new weapon, make it level 90, you get a refund. Tifa's new glove looks pretty decent, boosts HP, fire potency on it. So this is good for, like, if you have to have a survivability, along with also making sure you hit that fire potency. This is a great weapon for anyone and their sub-weapons. On Tifa herself, obviously, they give you a weapon that helps with the quest, so you get fire damage, but you can probably just run a materia with her exploit and do way more damage, even without the exploit. But gotcha tickets, more attacker memories, a lot of good goodies in here, so make sure you guys farm this, don't forget. And now we got the new fire materia with X. So you get to do fire damage and break X sigils all in one. Really good to have all of those. So craft a really good one for both the physical and magical, and you can't go wrong. But overall, yeah, back to farming your pretty standard quest. Most important thing here is 100 weapon parts for Tifa. And this is very valuable because, again, Tifa and Aerith have some of the best weapons in the game that are limited, so you can't get enough of those. I'm missing so much weapon parts for them, it's not even funny. A couple things that are ending, don't forget, Crash. You got to make sure you buy everything out of the school. Evercrisis Academy 7 story, and you only have 7 days left for the tower. I haven't touched the really hard stuff yet, so that's why there's no videos out, and I haven't done it on stream yet. So, that's the event stuff. They did return our Mako gems. They had to like revise this. So they added it. They're in your mailbox. Go check it out if you spent it. Everyone that was skeptical, you missed out. If not a big deal anyways. But they ended up making this red and put exclude ultimate weapons. Because I guess people weren't understanding they're not going to get 300 back. But if I go into my gift box, you can see here, I spent 50 of Ogre Killer. And I told you guys, if you had 300, spend the 300. They're going to refund you, then buy his ultimate weapon. So hopefully you guys did that because his weapon counted. But you can see I got 50, 150, 250, 250, 150 back for the ones I spent. Back in my pocket, boom. So if I go to Mako, or you guys said the pronunciation. I just say things fast for the video just so I don't linger too long. But you can see everything's back now, 250 for Yuffie. So with the new 11 million download, if you do pull on the new banner, you get to choose any ultimate weapons of this choice here towards it. So I am 50 away from Yuffie to get her ultimate weapon. I don't have it. I can come in here because I did some pulls and I can grab the 50 I need. And now I have her ultimate weapon if I choose so, right? Obviously, Ogre Killer is not in here. It's the newer one. But you got Sephiroths from the beginning. They also don't have Tifa's here. It looks like, yeah, they don't have Tifa's as well. They don't have actually a couple of them. So, really good though. I'm probably going to get Mako Princess Gem here. Princess Guard. And then as they do more stuff like this, hopefully I have the choice to keep getting until I have 300 because that's my goal to make my Aerith that much stronger. Even though I could do Yuffie, right now, I'd rather have Aerith towards my goal of unlocking that ultimate weapon because I use her for a lot more content. So, yeah, if you pull for the current banner, that's what the current feature banner has. That's where you get it. You do pulls out of here to grab those download Mako gems to unlock any of your choice. So I thought that was a really good addition along with the download coins. Besides all that, everything else is very straightforward. Event, escalation, campaign. They do have this new feature on the player card. So if I go to profile, I can customize my player card with these new things. So if you just click on your actual banner itself here, you're going to see there is these new badges here. Obviously, clear solo crash. I'm a free-to-play player. I could have done a couple of them. The rewards aren't worth the effort, so I don't really bother. Level 20 or higher escalations, that's not happening. Placed top 20 in battle rankings, also not happening as a free-to-play player, and I'm okay with that. And then we got placed within the top 10 in the guilds, ranking 7 times. We've made top 10 7 times. I believe 3 more times and we get a different colored badge. So it just shows you how much you've completed. Clear the Crash Battle Co-op 18 times I've completed it. Definitely got those done. So you can put that on your profile. I guess it automatically goes on there. Yeah, it automatically goes on there. I don't even know if you have a choice. I don't think you can turn it off, can you? No, you can't turn it off. So anyways, yeah, that new feature just came out. If you guys want to showcase. It's also actually really good for, I guess, guild recruiting. People can be like, oh, someone's trying to join the guild. Let me check their player card. Oh, it shows here they've done it this many times. So that's pretty cool for people who are trying to recruit for guilds. But overall, yeah, pretty juicy little addition they added. They have that whole update here. There's one thing I want to talk about besides all that, because they did improve formation. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, if you go into any quest, let's just say we're going to go do this one right here. So I'm going to go into solo and let's go to EX3. Doesn't matter, the quest. It's the whole party. So if I push recommend party right now, we get a new menu. So you could choose where it's going to replace every single weapon, or I can do custom and then tell it to recommend, okay, I don't want you to do all of his equipment or Aerith's or Tifa. I just want you to change their ultimate weapons, right? Or I want you to give them a different summon. So they'll change the summon. So if I push recommend, now my team stays exactly the same. All they did was put on the ultimate weapons and the summon according to this quest that I'm currently on, this event, right? Now let's say, okay, well, I always want Aerith to have Bahamut Rod. So I go to recommend party, I choose custom, I take everything off, and then I go to, okay, Aerith, main hand weapon, I want you to keep, but sub weapon, I want you to change. So I push recommend, and then it'll change the recommend weapon for the sub weapon, right? So it's really, really good in that aspect, that if you have like an entire team, you're like, this is my Sol team. I always want Aerith to have Bahamut. I always want Tifa to have her exploit weapon. So let's just say that Tifa here, let's click on her. Let's change her weapon to her exploit weapon, which I don't have OB6 yet, but that's okay. So I want that to be the exploit weapon, right? I want this to really quickly do this because this is my staple team. Tifa, keep her main hand weapon. Or sorry, keep her sub weapon, which is the exploit weapon. You click on main hand. So it should change the main hand, but obviously for here, let's see what it changed it to. It changed it to the fire. So now you see that whatever you click on, it changes. So it's really good. It's really good in that aspect that if you just make one of these setups a staple Tifa, healer, sub, tank, whatever, and you know that you use this for every quest, but you just don't want to keep rebuilding a whole bunch of them, you just keep pushing recommended, and hopefully the recommended actually works. But yeah, for the most part, that's everything. I think the auto party recommended definitely needed that feature where I don't want you touching the materia, I don't want you touching the summons, I just want you to change the main hand weapon. That's it. The boss needs lightning, click done, right? With all the different UIs and all the screens and going through each character and the little bit of lag, it's definitely faster to do it that way. Or it's definitely faster just to make a preset setup. But really good, regardless. It's a step in the right direction. Overall, that's the entire update. I might have missed a couple things. If I did, let me know down below. But yeah, I'm liking every direction they're taking with the new stamp card, having weapon parts and old costumes in it. I hope that's not only for the 11 million download. Hopefully that's in the future as well. UI updates and just little things here and there. A lot of bonuses, a lot of rewards, but the events are still the same, right? Hopefully they start releasing different events, different quests, different modes, things to spice up the game, but it's always good to see these little improvements that they add. Let me know what you think of everything. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.